All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is June 13th, 2024. This is the BYOB Market Wrap Up with me, John Kerrigan. Let's take a look at some charts today. All right, first chart we'll look at is the SPY. All right, let's look at it on the 10-minute. 10-minute, still got an uptrend going on. 2-hour, still have a 2-hour uptrend daily. Still have a daily uptrend. Today's candle, lower high, lower low, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. Pivot, probably going to remain the same right there at the bottom of that tail right there. Okay, so probably 539.78. Below that, I'm a bear. Above that, I'm a bull. All right, so there's a daily one. Let's take a look at QQQ. Oh, let's go back and look at SPY one more time. I want to point this out. Okay, so 10-minute chart. Okay, this is the prior all-time high. This is the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Notice, move this out of the way. Notice price is over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Whenever I see that, I'm bullish. All right? So we played green erases red. So green, here's the red. All right, so let's play a game, a color game. Green erases red, there's the red. Green erases red right here. Right on that candle. Okay? Got two more red ones. Green erases red right there. Okay? So you got two more red ones right through here. Green erases red. There's another entry. Okay? Again, two more red ones. And green erases red right there. Okay? Now, I don't expect you to take that one. It's past 2:30. But when you've got setups that are before 2:30, like this one and this one, those are acceptable to take for me. But after 2:30, I kind of get picky and finicky about what I want to take as far as green erasing red. In other words, it better be really, really bullish if I'm going to do green erases red entries. Okay, so today's marching orders were I'm going to erase all this. Green erases red entries. All right, 541.55, and if we take this, you can see right there 541.55 right here. There's your green erases red entry over the pivot. Pivot was 540.67. Right there is the pivot. So here's the entry. Green erases red over the pivot right there. First target was 543.43. Second target was today's opening number. All right. Now you can see we came up close and then we did a thriller trade right into the end of the day in the last minute. And then we finally tagged the number at the last minute. It's another bingo there. All right, so that's our trades for today on SPY. All right, now we're going to go to QQQ. All right, so you can see that. All right, QQQ, daily chart. All right, QQQ, look at this. Look at this. Another new all-time high for QQQ. Okay, SPY didn't get one. QQQ did. QQQ got another new all-time high. Let's just take a look at these just right now, just in case. SMH, new all-time high for SMH. XLK, yep, another new all-time high for XLK. All right, FNGU, all right, another 2-year high for FNGU. Now I got to go look. Okay, I got to go see how close we are to maybe a 3-year high. Now, the 2-year high, 2 years ago, we made the all-time high. Okay? We're getting up there. Even with Snowflake, not participating, we're getting up there. There's the all-time high for FNGU. Imagine if Snowflake was involved in this. All right? Look at FNGU. There's a prior all-time high. Price action up over prior all-time high. There you go. Bingo. Right up in there. Make another 2-year new high. Okay, that's FNGU. All right. It's going to go back and notice FNGU higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. All right. Let's go look at IWM. Okay, here's IWM today. Okay, we got a lower high and a lower low. Not good. Closing underneath the bearish. Take that back. Lower high, lower low. Closing underneath the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, IWM kind of still in a downtrend underneath this downtrend line. Okay, notice we can't close any candles over it. All right, so kind of still in a downtrend. Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow still in a downtrend till it breaks this high right here. Well, actually, Diamond Dow in an uptrend, it broke this high right there. Okay, so Diamond Dow in an uptrend, breaking over this high yesterday. So Diamond Dow in an uptrend. Today's candle, lower high, lower low, closing underneath bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA, Diamond Dow. Okay, so IWM still in a downtrend, Diamond Dow in an uptrend. Actually, Diamond Dow just made a downtrend again. So we made a higher high here, but we turn around and made a lower low right here. So Diamond Dow in a downtrend, IWM in a downtrend, SPY, QQQ, FNGU in an uptrend. So there's only 3 in an uptrend. SPY, QQQ, FNGU. Diamond Dow and IWM still in downtrends. If we could just get those small caps turned around, that would be nice. All right, let's look at the technicals. So we were in the buy zone day before, and the bears threw us out. And then we were in the buy zone, chop zone right here, and the bears threw us out again. And we wind up back in the oversold zone, kind of chopping around. So all these new all-time highs for QQQ, FNGU, XOK, SMH, all brought to you by technology sector. That's it. And the big cap stocks like Meta, all right? They're the only ones that are really carrying the load right now. So there's T2122. We wound up ending the day again with a little flaky move up into the sell zone. So we got tossed out of the oversold zone after coming down in here fast. So T2123 still have not filled that gap up there. All right, so T2123 on the 15-minute chart. Basically, it's red all day long. All right, and we're closing underneath the midpoint. All right, so here's the spike right there, and this becomes the new spike. Let me see. Yeah, that's either the new spike or the rubber band candle right there, if that's the midpoint. So there's T2123. Maybe they can spin it around tomorrow. We'll see. T2123 3 bar. Okay. This was the rubber band candle for the point of interest. And the point of interest was the 200 SMA. And you can see right here, this is it. We broke the rubber band candle coming through. Unless, of course, you're going to count the midpoint as the point of interest. All right, so we broke through the point of interest rubber band candle. That was it right there. And here we are again putting in 3 more 17 EMA balls right there. So we're adding to this. This has become a really long bull flag. It's starting to annoy me now. It's getting so long. So there's T2123. All right, let's take a look at and closing. Again, another day underneath the rising 200 SMA. Not good. All right, we went through FNGU, bullied all day long. See that? Gapped up and just hung out at VWAP for the most part all day. See how it ran into the 17 EMA and then bounced back up to VWAP. So FNGU, new 2-year high for FNGU. All right, let's go back to the charts. We did SMH. Take a look at IYT. Transport still in a downtrend, lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish cross underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, so transports trying to fight off the downtrend. Here they are. They spiked it yesterday, and then they lost it today. All right, transport still in a downtrend. Actually, see that anchored VWAP right there, attacking that prior low anchored VWAP right there. We can even take this one off. We don't even need that. All right, so there's IYT. Let's take a look at financials. Okay, financials still in a downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so today's price action, lower high, lower low, closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. Okay, so we need like at least 2 of the major 3 sectors. Okay, we need like transports or financials to be on our side, you know, or even small caps and mid caps. But we don't have small caps or mid caps. That's the IWM. We don't have transports. That's the IYT, and we don't have financials, which is the XLF. So we don't have anything except for the SMH and the technology sector. That's it. But of the 3, all right, and I'm talking about SMH, IYT, and the financials, XLF, we don't have 2 of the 3. Okay, so we're missing one of the key components to have a robust rally. But let me just say, if they ever spin it around, you know, we could see 575 SPY. All right. Imagine if Snowflake got off the ground and started to walk finally instead of crawl. Okay. Imagine if the small caps and mid caps stopped going down and just went flat. All right. Maybe even if they just went flat, if they turned around and went up, that would be, oh my gosh, that would really juice up the market. Okay. Financials, another one, setting up a head and shoulders pattern here. Looking like we're coming down to check that low. All right, so financials still in a downtrend. So we don't have anything going for us. All we got is the mega super caps like in the FNGU. That's all that's carrying us right now. Okay, so there we are with the market wrap up. I want to thank everybody for being with me today and hanging out with me. Appreciate your presence. Like the questions, interesting questions. I think all the traders benefit when somebody asks a question. So, again, probably going to be another chop inside day. Tomorrow, probably going to stay inside the range. I don't know. I think we may even break below the range. And the range for today was, you can see in the chart, I'll do a 15-minute. Okay, this was the top part of the range. 544.05. Look at that. Look at that wick brick up there on the 15-minute time frame. Huge wick brick. Okay? And on the low side, we had a tail brick down here earlier in the day, and that's when we moved up. And now we discovered a wick brick up here. So a wick brick is nothing but a bunch of candles with mostly wicks or bearish engulfing, and they all stop at kind of like the same spot, 542, 42 right there, or 43. Notice, okay? And this was the low side of the range, was the pivot, which was 540.67 right through there. That was the low side, and the high side was 544.05. We couldn't get past the wick brick or today's open to even go just knock on the door up here at 544.05, which was the all-time high for SPY. So thanks for being here. Everybody have a wonderful evening. I see a question. You got some NVIDIA, not much else. Market's a little top heavy. Tech General's leading. Maybe buy some protection for tomorrow. VIX calls. Puts on SPY or Q. I would lean more towards the Qs on some of those. Maybe puts or maybe a bear call spread, on the Qs. I would lean more towards that, or some, maybe some puts in NVIDIA, or do a call spread on NVIDIA. Yeah. Qs puts, yeah. Again, FNGU way up there. Nothing says it can't do it again today. I think today's big pop was brought to us by Broadcom. Had some good earnings night before. On top of Broadcom's good earnings, they doubled down and said, you know what, we're going to do a stock split. Okay, and then I think between the good earnings and the stock split, Broadcom just took the FNGU to a new level. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. All right, so FNGU just kind of, and NVIDIA kind of carried the market today. Like all the big ones, the big tech generals, the mega caps, just carried the market up off of this pivot right through here. So the pivot's going to move down probably right to there. 540. I think 540 is going to be my number. 540 right there. All right, below 540, I'm a bear. And I'd be looking for targets of 538.68 and 537.65. And, of course, the top right there. Okay? The only thing that could probably save us is if the IWM finally figures out that the truck's not moving because they didn't put any gas in it. Okay? That's about the only thing. All right? If IWM can figure it out and the tech generals just move sideways, we could have another up day. But short of that, I'm not seeing it. All right? So there's SPY for the day. All right? Thanks, everyone, for being here. See you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Appreciate y'all. Love the questions. Questions help the other members. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. Hope y'all made a little bit of money. I kind of mapped that one out for us. Like, here's the entry. There's the target. And we nailed it. We nailed the first one. The second one looked a little iffy. It didn't really look good. I think it was like 545, and we still didn't hit it. It wasn't until the very last 15-minute candle that ignited into that number. So there you go. All right, see you tomorrow at 8. Everybody have a great evening. Stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow.